What's up, everybody? So we're gonna be discussing Justin Timberlake's Weekend, from his album to his halftime show to just a general public's view of what they've been dragging him left and fucking right. Like, I'm so shocked about it. So first, let's start with the halftime show, because in my opinion, I don't want to drag him too hard just because I just did the Grammys review and I dragged everybody. So it's like, do I really want to be that bitch that's just constantly critiquing everyone and not giving a positive reaction to anything? But Justin Timberlake, girl, you did not give me anything that I needed. Even when it first started, I wasn't even sure, is this the halftime? Like, why is he in this, like, bar? Like, why are you in the middle of a nightclub, girl? Like, I wanted, like, a big shaboom, girl. What the fuck? Why are we starting off so melancholy and weird with this terrible mixing of the audio, which not... Like, in the beginning it was like that, but it was like that throughout the whole show, in my opinion. In the beginning it was the worst, because Filthy... That song, bitch, that bass is too heavy. I cannot hear you. I could barely understand him when I'm listening to the album version of that song. Like, you can't hear his vocal. How are you gonna start the fucking halftime with a song where I can't even understand what the hell you're saying? Your microphone's clearly, like, needs to be adjusted. The bass needs to be turned down. You need to get out of this fucking bar that you set yourself in. Like, what is going on? The Underground Railroad that you were up in. The hell? So he finally comes out, We're seeing some lights, we're seeing a stage. And he was doing Rock Your Body, which pissed me off. How dare you walk into the arena doing this song that you know that you molested Janet Jackson with. Really, bitch? And then, no one mentioned this, but to me, I saw a little bit of shade when he was supposed to be saying, I'm gonna have you naked by the end of the song. He didn't say it, and he was like, oh, whoa, like, whatever. Like, he stopped the music, like, as if, like, oh, like, girl, we're not gonna go there tonight, but don't fuck, you bitch, you don't go there. Like, you are the reason that I hate everybody. You ruined Britney's life. You made her have a meltdown, girl. You ruined Janet Jackson's whole entire career. Like, who does that? What the fuck is wrong with you? But anyway, so he hops into some of his jams, his little throwbacks. I have to say, I don't want to say he's a great dancer. When he has choreography that is lit, then he's great. There was, like, one breakdown. I forgot which song he was doing, but there was, like, one point where he just came and he wasn't singing. He was just dancing, and it was really awesome. Like, it looked great. But besides that, when he's just kind of grooving around, he's serving me very fucking just derivative of Michael Jackson, and, like, not in a good way, girl. Derivative in a negative connotation, because it just looks like you're trying to be like someone like that, but you cannot quite pull it off. You don't have the swagger, girl. You just look like some white guy at a high school talent show. Like, you're trying to give the dance moves that you want to give, but you can't do it. But when he's choreographed, it was decent, okay? When he did those little breakdowns, I was impressed, I'll say. I was pretty happy about it. But maybe that's just because I was so goddamn bored most of the show that when he finally broke it down a little bit, I was happy. Now, when he did the Prince... Girl, come on, why? Like, it didn't even really make sense. I understand that he died last year, and Minnesota, I guess that might be where Prince is from, so I guess I'm seeing the correlation, but... Girl, if anyone knows anything, everyone knows that Prince didn't like Justin Timberlake. And Justin Timberlake was always throwing shade at him too. So what the fuck? Like, why would you think that it's okay that you're the person who should be tributing him? He was like, deuces up for Prince. No, girl, Prince was looking down like, bitch, put your fingers down. Because I don't want no deuces from you. No rest in peace from you, bitch. Because they were always feuding. I remember he was the one that was like, Prince was like, girl... Where did you bring sexy back, but sexy never left? So, and then Justin Timberlake made that song with Timbaland, and he was like, if sexy never left, then why am I here? Whatever the fuck, whatever the goddamn shit he was saying, like, they were, like, feuding low-key, so, whatever. And then when they were doing Can't Stop the Feeling, which, by the way, came after Mirrors, and it was the worst transition I've ever seen in my life, like, we're doing this slow-ass Mirrors, which, by the way, is not an anthem. Like, he was trying to turn it into an anthem, clapping with everybody, and, like... Okay, to me, this is just so try-hard. I don't know. Anyway, so he goes into Can't Stop the Feeling, which I do love that jam. But girl, then you're going up and you're hanging out with this little boy for a good 2 minutes of the whole halftime. Like, 2 straight minutes, bitch? How many times are you gonna take a selfie with this kid? How many times? I mean, they were just jamming it out. It was just him and that boy for, like, a good half hour. What the hell is going on? I don't understand. I wasn't happy about it. What I will say is it looked like a party. Okay, they were having a great-ass time. I'm sure everyone, like, to be there was probably fun. But I'm not there. And this is a Super Bowl halftime. Like, it needs but it needs to be more theatrical. It needs to be more. It needs to be huge. This is the fucking halftime. It's not supposed to be no goddamn party. I mean, you could make it like a party, but at least also put on a whole production. Obviously, there was a production, but like for the Super Bowl, no, absolutely not. It just and he just seemed so not energetic. And like I could feel like you could see in his eyes like the way he was thinking, like, okay, girl, okay, left stage, right stage, okay, run here, walk there, jog there, do this dance, do that, do this, do that. Like you could just see it was very calculated. Like he was, like maybe I don't know, nervous. I don't think he was nervous, but like I feel like he was really trying to make sure everything was hit up. Meanwhile, it should have been more natural, girl. Like what the fuck? He was mediocre, 100%. Whatever. From the production to him actually, to his dancing, to his singing, like whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, but now let's talk about the worldwide dragging he was getting, bitch. From Twitter to The View. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw, but on The View, Whoopi Goldberg and the whole crew were dragging him. They were like, oh my god, fuck him, pretty much. They were like, let's take a look at Justin Timberlake, rolling their eyes, and then they were like showing in, all the girls were like, yeah, whatever, mediocre, where's Bruno Mars, where's Janet Jackson, like he could not do this by himself, it was so boring, it was this, it was that. I was like, really? If people like The View are gonna be dragging you, then now you have no audience, girl. You have no audience, because those are the most safe, like, soccer mom type of people, like the actual people on The View and their audience. So if they're not feeling you, who's gonna feel you, girl? Because you know the gays are gonna feel like you're too boring for them. Now you're not cool enough for like teenagers, and now even the soccer moms don't want your safe ass. Like, damn, what are you gonna do, girl? What are you gonna do? I mean, I'm shocked about it. I'm just shocked about the tide, the turn of tide, and the turn of the tables, girl. Like, this, everything is being turned, and he's getting dragged and mollywopped left and right, and he deserves it, honestly. He deserves it because, as we know, he tried to destroy Britney's life. He tried to, and did, destroy Janet's career and legacy. He's just a little pussy. That's how I feel. But we're now going to reverse that whole thing, and we're going to talk about his album, which now I'm going to have to drag everybody else, because I'm not a bandwagon bitch, okay? Just because everyone's hating on him right now, and like, I'm not going to hate on him just because everyone's hating on him. I felt like the halftime was stupid, so I agree with everybody. But that album that he served us, Man of the Woods, I fucking love it, girl. It's so fun. It's fun. What it is it's funky. Girl, we're getting instruments everywhere. Midnight. Pause. Okay. A lot of the songs are sounding like that. Like, it's a large production, very, like, lots of bass going on throughout a lot of songs, and lots of guitars and, like, fucking harmonicas. So many different instruments, which is, I understand that he's calling it Man of the Woods, and people are, like, confusing it, like, is it Southern, is it, like, a country album, like, what's going on? No, it's clearly not a country album. What it is, though, is it's very fucking funky. It's so funky. It's so fun. So many dance tracks. I feel like the mix of, like, all the instrumentations of the guitars and the plucking and the harmonicas and all the strings everywhere, like some violins going on, mixed with the heavy production, the dance vibe, goes fucking fun. So many hooks, so many great times. If you've heard the album, I'm gonna give you my favorites. First of all, Filthy really grew on me because when I first heard it, heard it in my car, and I was like, what the fuck is this mess? Because the bass was so heavy and I could not hear or understand a word that he was saying. And I just thought it was just chaotic. I was like, this just sounds like a bunch of mumbo jumbo, bitch. What is this song? But now that I heard it on my laptop speakers, not my laptop speakers, the speakers that I have connected to my laptop, bitch, it sounds great. If you get a good stereo system to that song, it really sounds great. So I will give Filthy its credit. It's fucking good. It's good. It's like sexy. It's gritty. I'll take it. And then you got songs like Midnight Summer Jam, which I just previewed for you guys. Sauce, Man of the Woods, Wave, which I fucking love Wave. Oh my god, girl. Let me play a little bit of Wave. I love these little, like, quirky productions here. Like, whatever instrument that is, Like, it's so southern, but it's so dancey, it's so fun. How can you not have a good time with this? This whole album wants me to do the hoedown, throwdown, girl. I just want to go. You ever see Janet's video for Someone to Call My Lover, where she's up in that wooden shack and they're all like dancing and like sweaty, but they're like in the middle of like a fucking like Texas or some shit. That's what this whole album is giving me. I just want to go to one of those little cabin bars, get funky, wear a fedora, have some bourbon, some whiskey, some shit like that, and just really get down with everybody. That's what this whole album wants me to do. Now, Breeze Off the Pond, love. Living Off the Land, love, bitch. I mean, some of the songs could go. Let me Say Something with Chris Stapleton. That's an example of a song that is like, to me, okay, fine, it might be a hit, and it'll probably be a big hit. But to me, I don't like that. That's like that safe, generic shit. Let me play it. Bitch, I mean, that's a generic-ass melody. Come on. Like, and the production is just so boring. Like, you got some hand claps, you got a little guitar, and you got some boring-ass vocals from Chris Stapleton and Justin Timberlake giving me this country-ass song, this boring-ass melody, these stupid-ass lyrics that are so, again, generic. Like, it's just such a safe song. So, of course, it's the next single. Like, of course they're gonna do that. And then if I hear it on the radio every goddamn day, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, when you got so many more exciting type of songs on here. But yeah, I'm gonna say, you can definitely delete some of these songs, bitch. 16 songs are a little too much. But for the most part, I think it's a pretty great album. Is it as good as the other ones? No. I'm going to have to say no. But I also haven't had time to really let it grow. But the highlights here really work for me. Like I said, Soft, Man of the Woods, Midnight Summer Jam, bitch. It's just fun. It's really funky. So let me know how you guys felt about the album. Do you guys see what I was trying to say is that everyone's dragging it, and I don't even think some people even listen to it because they're like, oh, fuck this country shit. Girl, it's not even a country album, so clearly you didn't even listen to it. That's one. Two, all the critics are see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's this bandwagon like media effect. I don't know what's going on, but they're all dragging him. I didn't see it coming. Did Bruno Mars topple him? Like, what's going on? Why are they just like picking on him? But he deserves it because, as we know, girl, what he did to everybody. So this is his karma, bitch. What goes around comes around. You wrote a song about a girl, and now it's happening to you. So yeah. So the critics dragged his album, which I felt like was a little unfair, and the way they're dragging his Super Bowl halftime show is a little unfair too. Like, I didn't like it that much, but the way that they are just really ripping him apart for everything that he's doing, can't say you don't deserve it, bitch, personally, but on a what's the word? On a fucking, what's the opposite of subjective? On an objective level, you don't need to be dragged as much as you need to be, or as much as you have been being dragged. So let me know how you guys felt about his album, his halftime show, and do you agree he's being dragged so hard, and do you agree with it? Do you want him to be dragged so much, or do you not want it? Do you think it's deserved? Is it not deserved? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what else you guys want me to review, react to, or talk about. And thanks for watching.